Burnett, Texas, Saturday, April 17th. I got here about 2:30, about 1:30 today. My load will not be ready till Monday. Making a kind of a big loop, Churchill to Utah, down to Texas, over to Florida. Then I'm going to probably be going back up to Laurinburg, and I'm going to have to do a 34 there. I'm going to be out of time. I got a pretty big open window on this load, which sucks because, excuse me, the way I'm going, there ain't a lot of parking. So I'm hoping I can get that load really, really early Monday. They start loading at midnight, 12:01 Monday morning, and I'm hoping I can get it by. I'm hoping to have it by 3 or 4 a.m. 2,995 miles this week, which is pretty good considering I had to do a 34 reset, got caught in the storm, did everything else. Coming back was a handful. I got some pretty good video footage. I had more, but I screwed up and reformatted my little chip in my camera, in my GoPro, when I was filming the lake that you'll see on there. I lost all the other stuff. And I mean, I had some really nice stuff on there. I'm not happy with myself. And it's gone now. It's just magnetic fields flying around the world. Headed south toward New Mexico, and I get into this town. I cannot remember the name of it. But there's a sign, 48 miles ahead, all trucks must chain up. So I went up the road and pulled off because I wanted to get on my phone, and which I dropped, and see the Wyoming highway road conditions. And they tell you where you got to chain up, whether it's whatever. And it said I had to chain up. No, I'm sorry. I couldn't get any phone reception. So I went on down about a mile. I found a turnaround, and I turned around, went back to the town that I was at, and then turned around again facing the way I wanted to go. And at that time, the sign says all truck restrictions canceled. I just went, oh. So I roll up through there, and man, it was awesome. It's narrow, and I looked over the side, and they cut this road actually into the side of a mountain. So when I looked down, it was so deep I could see koala bears in Australia. I mean, it was just way down there, and really windy, but it was great. It was beautiful down through there. There was a bunch of caribou standing right by the road. I think they were caribou. See, in Ohio, we have deer. Out here, they got antelope and caribou and elk. So there were some deer things standing there, some type of deer things. And then I get on up the road, and it says, warning, migration path. And here's a whole big pile of deer standing by the road. These were deer. And I'm looking at these rocks, and there's like a bighorn sheep. And it said bighorn sheep, man, not reserve, County of America or City of America. And there's this bighorn sheep standing up there. It was so freaking impressive. And then I go a couple miles, and here's some wild mountain goats. There's like 8 of them standing right there on the rocks right to the right of me. And yeah, I saw all kinds of stuff. It was quite. I didn't get any of it with the camera. I did get the elk. I did get the elk with the camera, which I screwed up and deleted. And I rolled as far as I could, and I got the Trucker Path app, which shows where all the truck stops are and everything, and rest stops. And I wanted to go to this one rest stop. I wanted to burn out more driving time to make today easier. Not that I had to get here any sooner. I just want, take more time off. And the Trucker Path said, do not stay at this truck stop. It is not safe. So I stopped at one earlier, it was really nice. And the Trucker Path had really good reviews on it. So I get up in the morning at 3, and the curtains are all closed, and it's a well-lit rest area. And I look at the radar. It's perfectly clear. I'm like, cool, let's rock. I open the window. It is snowing sideways, and there's nothing on the radar at all. And I'm like, oh. But I look out, and the ground's just wet. And I'm like, cool. So I roll, and I run into some ice, slick roads, and really iced over bridges. And I was talking to another truck driver on the CB coming the other way, and he's like, you got 10 miles. Once you get 10 miles, you're out of it. And when I get 10 miles, I rocked on after that. But it was really crazy because it was all snowy and iced over, just snowing like crazy. Not iced over, but it was a 70 zone. I think I was doing 40. And that's what I say about driving, speed and distance. When I get to these icy bridges, I don't want to be decelerating and I don't want to be accelerating. I want to get my throttle into a neutral position and just let everybody just roll, momentum pull me across that bridge, and then continue on. But then it got so foggy I couldn't see the ice that I was trying to keep from sliding on. So I slowed down even more, throwed the four ways on so somebody who isn't very safe don't rear end me. And then I got up in the morning, got truck and trailer washed on the way here, and here I am, Burke-Minette, roll out Monday. But I got a lot of good pictures and photos I'm going to add here. And then we're going to hopefully get that load. Like I said, we're going to Venice, Florida. Been there before. Not the greatest place. It's a very difficult blind back. But they're good people there. If there's something in your way, they will move it. Where a lot of places, they'll just sit there and watch you just fight it and move around it. Not these people, they'll move it. But you have to back clean it off the street as a blind back all the way into the bay. And you get that mirror where you can see the corner of your trailer and they got a yellow stripe painted on the ground. And you keep your trailer on that yellow stripe, it'll put you right in the building. Not a big deal. You just got to take your time, get out and look if you think you got issues. But let me post some videos, pictures, dash cam stuff, and let me know what you think. Oh, by the way, tonight I cooked out a steak, baked potato, and shrimp on the grill. Shrimp on the Barbies. Let me know what you think. I'm at the Can't Curry National Reserve. Almost to New Mexico, headed toward Texas. Windy and cold out here. Probably about 30, 33 degrees. I'll step out in front of the truck. It's going to be windy. Sure is pretty.